City. We're tonight getting started on the next part of the adventure. Hope you enjoyed the little talkback session last week. When we last left our protagonists, the gang was celebrating the defeat of the Rusty Hooks with some alcohol and some poker and some breadsticks. Uh, Cam dropped off his friend Torin with his ex, or maybe now again girlfriend Talia, to maybe help get him off the drugs. Wisteria was met by a handsome but very awkward young man who handed her a pair of blueprints. Oda met a Japanese woman working at the local grocer, and Gruff started to reconcile with his father, as well as learn exciting new information from the other side of his family, that he's related to the Elven Mafia that he has been working for a while back. So we're gonna start today in Gruff's ratty little apartment, and Michael's been staying with you. He went back to your place the night before. Although he's been with you the past couple nights since you spoke to Sylvis, but you wake up and you don't see him there. Uh,
Tin Man, Michael, where are you? Whiskers, did you see where Michael went?
Whiskers turns towards the door and points at it with a tentacle. Meow.
Or did he say where he was going?
She tilts her head at you in the quizzical fashion. Meow.
Yeah, not like you relayed a message. Did he leave a note?
Meow.
No. What he's doing? Probably going down below to study some mushrooms or kill someone. I don't know. Well, yesterday's kind of a big day for us. Well, for me.
Meow.
We should probably get packed.
You got your you're gonna be gathering together to meet the Red Queen tonight. So you'll all wanna meet up, and then we can head straight to the meeting once everyone's together.
Alright. Yeah, how big is Whiskers by this point?
She's definitely, or no, we decided on male. Sorry. He's definitely growing faster than a normal cat, but we were gonna discuss that later on. That's gonna be part of some of the roles you're gonna make.
Okay.
Um,
For purposes of taking him with, well, I mean, even if he was full panther size, I don't think Gruff would have a hard time carrying him. But
yeah, you're big enough and you're broad enough that he can still like be on your shoulders, but he's just draped all the way across.
gotcha. All right, yeah, Gruff's going to pick up his call crystal and reach out to Oda to see where Oda would like to, see if first off Oda can Oda wouldn't mind him dropping by to drop Whiskers off.
Yeah. Carolyn has already stated she is down every time. She's not sure if Gruff realizes this, but he's paying her for one day of watching this cat, what she makes in a week at this place.
Oh, gotcha.
And she's not pointing that out. She may have pointed that out to Oda, but she's not pointing it out to Gruff.
For time and see if Carolyn would be willing to drop by and watch at his house.
Um. Yeah, I say that it's kind of a distance for her to travel. Why don't you give me like a persuasion or something?
Yeah, all right. So yeah, Gruff's gonna call Chris.
Hello? Is Carolyn there?
Yeah, just a second.
Alright.
Hello.
Carolyn, you have to help me out. Poor Whiskers has missed you terribly. He's pining, he's not eating his food. Well, most of it. He's not eating all of it. It's very sad. I was wondering if you could drop by and keep him some company. I have some errands to run today, and it would save me a lot of work for you to come here instead of me dropping him off there.
Well, that's a little extra effort at my part. And you guys are a bit of a distance for me to go. Some of the trolleys can be a little unsafe at night for a lady
This is
unescorted.
true. Should I call someone else?
No, I'll do it. I'll come in and do it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
What time you want me there?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Pack a bag. Plan on staying the night.
All right. I'll do that.
Alright. And he'll be just here for you. I leave the doors open just because I think most of the neighborhood is aware that they risk being eaten if they jump in here uninvited. So,
Meow.
that's right, Whiskers. So, alright. I will, Whiskers will be here waiting for you. Just, do me a favor and, give Chris a call to let you know when you arrive.
All right.
Alright.
You have a nice day.
You too. See you soon.
So Gruff's gonna grab all of his equipment, rush out the door, and go to meet Silvis.
All right. What's this one about with Silvis?
Mostly just to chat about his position.
All right.
And
So this is kind of gonna be a long talk, so we'll kind of go over some more of the details during the week. The DM, but like he's not certain when his father's gonna retire. When he says soon, he means sometime in the next 10 years. Elves view time kind of differently. But you kind of go over like the kind of stuff he does, and a little bit like that. You guys sit and you have a meal. While you kind of talk and like discuss what would be expected of you and things like that.
So, in closing, Uncle, if I may call you that, do I feel that I'm prepared to take on the tasks that you manage? Yes. Will I use as soft of a touch as you have a reputation for? Probably not. That will come with learning, and I think my first instinct is usually to use a little bit more force than I believe you're accustomed to.
I prefer the word subtle to soft, but I see your meaning.
Yes, and for me, the important thing is that I maintain the peace with my father as long as possible. So, if we're talking about a long-term plan, I mean, he's not going to live forever. And even if he did, my thought is there will come a time where I have to draw a line in the sand, and maybe if I come out against him as strongly as, I guess, culturally, in a culturally orcish fashion. Do you catch my meaning?
Yes, I believe I do.
I think that might maintain the peace between me and him, but it also might attract unwanted attention from law enforcement. There would have to be a way to separate that coming out from anything that would pick up Sandor's attention and put us on Sandor's radar. But I have an interesting proposition for you that I think would put us on
I do.
necessarily at a level of impunity, but close thereby.
Hmm.
So, up over the next decade or so to running for elected office, being an alderman.
That's a
Or
little
even like the
tricky
sound
for.
of Citizen Gruff. If I pick a borough where more or less of the people favor their neighborhood enforcers to city guard, I think I can foster an environment that will allow you to pursue, the syndicate to pursue, most of its objectives without undue outside interference.
Like Bell or Duke's Gate.
Exactly. I come up harsh, pick up a few bounties for some neighborhood pestilences, some neighborhood boogeymen, if you will. Parade around with those heads and just let them know Citizen Gruff is here to keep the peace. I don't think it'd be hard to get elected.
It's certainly something to keep in mind.
Something to consider. I don't think that I'm anywhere near there yet.
Oh,
First-
yes. We
first
should
order of
always
business
keep
is to
your
pick up some
plans
notoriety in
flexible.
this tournament.
Yes.
So, all right. Good talk, Uncle.
Yes, and
Gonna
you.
pick up the tab?
Of course. I own this
All right.
place.
Well, I don't need to tell you who I'm meeting tonight.
Yes. Good luck.
I thank you.
And with that, Gruff is going to make his way over to. Is everybody just going to meet at Hallows End for this, or is there a different designated meeting spot?
I mean, you can meet, it'd be up to you guys if you want to meet at Hallows End, at somewhere else, just at the Red Queen's place, that main club you went to before.
Oh, and before he does that,
know where the club is.
Yeah.
before he does that, Gruff's going to gently reach over to Sylvis, loosen his necktie, lift it off of his head, and set it around his own burly neck to dress up just a little bit for this encounter.
Okay.
Not even wearing a collared shirt either, so it just
Just looks
Tie
ridiculous.
flapping against his bare chest underneath the big jacket.
I love it. He blinks a couple times. Alright, so I think we're just going to, let's just have everyone figure out where we're gonna meet up, because I mostly just wanted to make sure I noted that Mycobot was missing.
Gruff had probably set up somewhere near the club, like a local bar or something like that, and proposed everybody meet there.
Fair enough.
Alright, so you all meet like a block or two away from the Red Court.
Now, Oda, I know how you feel going into some of these things. My thought is it might be preferable to have a little bit of social lubricant rather than going in stone sober.
Did y'all bring Frankie?
No.
We know better.
That's a good choice. Between us, I'd still say he's more useful without a tongue.
Stop it!
Then he can tell us what he knows.
You can
You
write
can
it
write
down.
it.
Also, if you cut someone's tongue out, it's a fairly solid chance they'll die. Pretty quick.
No. I've never had anybody die from that.
That you know of.
I mean, it's not like I sat by their bedside and waited for them to recover. Anyway, the offer stands. I think good tankard of beer may put me in a good mood for meeting with the Red Queen. And I'll pay the tab. Whoever wants to grab one with me.
She does have alcohol in the club as well. Like, that is available there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, never mind. Big Gruff would know that because he ordered a beer last time.
Yes.
Shall we?
You guys can drink. I'm the one who's got to do all the milking.
So, you all walk in. Same woman again behind the counter, and she just waves. She's expecting you. So you make your way through the main floor, and there's multiple shows going on. You've got one side of the room is the female dancers, the other side is the male. It's all sorts of body types and different races and different kinds of things. You know, it's like a big, huge variety of things just out there, and just lights and sounds and sexuality just assaulting your senses. And you move through to the back room that you've been through before, and the Red Queen is sitting, except for Wisteria. How is she reacting to this, by the way? Where are her eyes?
Just like wide and just like yeah, just astounded.
Oh yeah.
But also,
Oh yeah.
like,
You
not,
weren't here last time for this,
not
were you?
no, not staring at any one person. I guess
Are you
Oh,
is
for too long.
is she looking more over on like the male half or the female half?
It's split down the middle.
Yes, yes it is.
I think she's just trying to keep her eyes
Just straight.
forward,
Eyes forward, kid.
not
Oh,
looking at.
don't be shy. The Red Queen is very accommodating.
Alright, and you walk in, and it's this fairly open room, and it's a lot plainer. She's sitting in a wooden throne with some very plush red cushioning. She's just kind of lounging, her red leather outfit with her whip across her lap. There's a table with some chairs just like a little bit down. She's a little sort of elevated on a stage. And to the left of her is a human male with like a well manicured goatee and like a swimmer's build. That is in a speedo and dancing.
And were we already stripped of weapons?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say at this site, Wisteria's face is completely red.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used
And
to
her-
this.
yeah,
He's
mouth
he's
is
gonna
closed.
he's gonna stay there the whole time.
It's a combination of the two.
Well, if he's going to be here, and I think Her Majesty would agree with me, he ought to make himself useful. Your Majesty, would you indulge me and ask him to fetch me a beer?
Oh,
You're
hello.
You're gonna make her stripper get you a beer.
Hello, my
Come on, just walk
darlings.
past him. Also, hello.
Darlings, I am very pleased with you. And of course you can have a drink, Gruff, but it doesn't have to be this one. And she claps her hand, and another servant, this one a little more clothed. They've got like a leather vest as well, and some chaps. And
Oh, never.
and so they come, and and then they run off, and then they what would it? Just Gruff? Would anyone else like a drink?
I think I'll take one.
And what would you like, my dear?
Anything. She didn't think she needed one, and now she's in here and she was like, okay, this is a lot.
Wisteria, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I have it here somewhere. Please. Please, D&D Beyond. Okay. Roll 20 it is.
Underdark mode. You're not powerful enough to use Underdark mode.
Apparently not.
Okay,
Also, roll 20 isn't working.
I think at least some of this might be obvious, Wisteria, but she knows currently whether you were feeling attraction, what you're feeling attraction to, and like the levels. And that's like everything in the room. And your level of experience. She has gotten all that.
Gosh. I don't even know that.
She a virgin?
What's your fucking character's sexual history? There's a fucking gun to your head.
Oh my god. I think maybe like
I don't
on a
know.
count of, like,
She's
two,
okay.
three.
All right.
Honestly, that's more than I was gonna give her credit for.
Honestly, she seemed like that's fair. She
So was
seemed
I.
she seemed very nerdy and socially awkward to me. So she just kind of smiles.
I give up on roll 20. Give up on This is so dumb. Alright.
One should never be afraid of to partake in all the pleasures in life, my dear. Or to flaunt their own power and beauty.
Gruff's gonna tip his glass and just say,
Great words from a great hostess. Always a pleasure, Your Majesty.
Are you drunk already?
No, I'm just starting.
I am very pleased with your work and with what I have heard reported on the news. It seems, in addition to the blow we dealt at the meeting, their leadership of the Rusty Hooks has been either incarcerated or killed, and that pleases me even further. Even if I am a little curious about it needing to be a surprise.
A most unfortunate occurrence. Apparently, I hear that the professor in charge of developing this drug was found in a box missing tongue and with broken hand. Poor man.
Yes, that was quite a surprise, one of those university types. You never expected of them. But, now, I was waiting mostly for you to prove yourselves at the tournament, and still don't want to give you anything in the terms of responsibility or power within my organization until then. But, I can tell you, afterwards, things are more likely to go better, and you've pleased me enough that I'd like to offer each of you a boon, a favor. What is it you desire?
Well, what are we talking here?
Something within my power without weakening me. Or harming my organization. It is possible to just hold on to a favor if you do not desire a boon.
That's fine. I'm pretty content right now, Your Majesty, but I'm sure a need will come up sooner or later.
Indeed. I'm sure you have surmised, but I'm the kind of man who's got plans.
And it's all
So, having a favor in my pocket from one of the most powerful people in this area, well, that could come in handy later down the line.
very understandable and a admirable statement. Now, my club is open for you if you desire it. But unless any of the other of you have something specific you'd like to request of me now.
I think it'd be next.
Yeah. I'll think of something later.
I can arrange a night with him if you'd like, my dear.
I'm good.
Very well. Then I bid you all a good evening.
Hey, Inferno's not working tonight, is she?
Let
The
me
tiefling.
let me roll for that. I'll give it a 50-50. Choose high or low, Gruff.
Low.
That's a 1 on the T100.
It's fate. She died yesterday. You have to let her go, Crystal. It wasn't your fault.
No, that's the she is very there. He said low. So if it was less than 50, she was there.
Oh, got it.
Hmm. All right. Thank you, Your Majesty.
And he's gonna turn over to the others.
Do we have any further plans for this evening?
I think you do.
I might. That's why I'm asking you first.
I do have something to say. I don't know if I can do this.
God, sure you can. You've proven yourself useful throughout this entire,
I don't think, as a person, I can continue moving on with this.
Well, I mean, that's all right. Nobody's asking you to meet with anyone here. I mean, if this isn't what you're into, then, seek your pleasures elsewhere.
I do know someone who is willing to take my place.
What, like a scissor or something?
No. Okay, listen. My cousin figured out I was up to some weird shit. He's been threatening to tell my parents. And that is the last thing I need to deal with right now. And at this point, I don't feel comfortable continuing to do all of this because where you guys are heading is somewhere I'm not comfortable going. I have a friend I need to take care of, and I'm willing to keep quiet, and they kind of know more about this kind of thing than I do.
That's fine.
To be fair, I'm still not entirely sure where we're headed.
This is a moment right here. And probably the last one we'll get for a long while. You want out, you're out. You've got an opening and you've got a moment. You'll leave with my respect and, honestly, with a favor. Where if you need help, I'll be there.
It's at this point Cameron pulls out like a piece of parchment and hands it to you guys. It just says, they don't like me using their first name, so. And I don't think they're comfortable enough with you all to do that, so I would recommend referring to them as follows. This is my cousin. They're right now working their way through everything required to start going into the dungeons. They're very capable, just difficult.
And at this point, Gruff's gonna grab Cam in a super, super tight hug.
Oh, Cam, we've been such good comrades. Is there any way I could change your mind? I've really enjoyed your companionship. And think about Whiskers, he will miss you.
He looks uncomfortable for a moment when he pats his grandma back awkwardly. It's alright. It's just looking at everything that's happening here. This isn't something that I'm prepared to deal with. I wish you good luck. And if you need me in the future, you know where to find me.
Take care of yourself, and if there's anything I can do for you, I'll drop everything to help a friend. Been an excellent comrade.
Quick
I don't
question.
know what lies ahead for you, but if you do need reassignment in the guild, I'll be happy to put in a good word for you. You can even claim some of my kills if you want to. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Another question?
Are Cam's feet touching the floor during this hug?
Probably not.
Just wanted to have the visual right.
Cam is short. This family is a short family.
Oh gosh.
Which means you're probably getting someone shorter. But he thanks you all and he looks at Wisteria for a moment and just kind of just says, please try to stay safe.
Revolution.
What?
Revolution.
Oh, jeez. Well,
We're headed towards the only place this city's ever gonna go. Either by our hand or by someone else's later down the line. This place is gonna.
On the highway to hell.
Oda, shh.
It's a
Not making this easier.
It's a figure of speech. God damn it.
just making sure.
We're not literally gonna burn the city of the town. We're gonna remove the oppressive structures of regimes and
There we go. That's better. Oda is
Okay,
going
that I'm
to do
behind.
his
That
best.
I'm
to make-
behind.
Oda is going to make this city a better place. Some through admittedly unscrupulous measures at times, but where he can be scrupulous, I
Means
assure
to an
you
end.
he will.
And
legality.
he's gonna shoot glare at Oda like you'd better go along with this.
The legality and the morality of an action is often quite disconnected when the people in power are corrupt.
Means to an end.
There you go. A means to a very good end.
Yes. Still doubtful, but I'll go along with it for now.
All right. Well,
Till I
best
see-
of luck to you, Cam. We will miss you, and I will treasure the time we've shared in the dungeons together. The caverns.
Please, as a group, try to stay safe.
Oh, you're with me watching them. What could go wrong?
He laughs and just heads off for the night. You guys, of course, all have his fucking number, so it's not a big deal.
Cam disappears into the night, never to be seen again. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. There's all sorts of possibilities. And so is everyone else gonna disperse? Actually, I'm just gonna assume everyone's gonna disperse. So there's gonna be a little bit of time. It's gonna be like about a week till you can get like the transfer and get Fox into the party. You don't necessarily have to meet them after that, but you'll get a meeting with Fox set up pretty soon. But as of right now, we're gonna do some mechanic stuff real quick. So we finished the first month. First off, Wisteria, I'm gonna need a death save for your daddy.
Paternal death saves.
Love that.
And that 80 gold for his medicine is gonna come out of your sheet.
Yes. It's just a regular D20, right?
Yep,
Okay.
unmodified. Oh wait, no, you get a +1 this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Woo. Well,
That's a pass.
alright, 'cause it's not showing up on my screen.
It's giving me a 14.
Alright.
So that's 2 passes, and like we said before, it's different, so he needs 4 of either.
Yeah.
So things are going good. He's improving a bit more. He's sitting up a little bit. You're able to talk to him.
That doesn't work.
You've been spending a bit of time at home. Been working on Athena. You've been noticing that you're kind of reaching the constraints of what you can build and the kind of work you can do of in the room that you're in.
Yes.
But, you're spending time with Garm and his family. You're spending time with your dad. There's like one time where it's just you, Gorham, and we did come up with her name. Did either of us write it
Ellen?
down? Ellen?
I think that
Yeah.
was-
Alright, so Gorham and Ellen and you are like sitting in the kitchen. And Gorham's like, well, you remember, Wisteria, you remember that boy, that apprentice of mine that dropped by the other week?
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Well, he was at the talking to me at the shop, and he was asking if you were seeing anyone.
Uh, no.
I said I wasn't going to make any responses or decisions for you, but that he should be aware that you are basically my niece and that he is in my employ. And that should inform his behavior if you did have an interest. But what do you want me to tell the boy?
Um,
You want me to let him down easy?
it might be interesting to get to know him.
Ellen speaks up. She's like, I think you should go for it, dear. You're only young once. Have your fun before your body turns into one like mine.
It's kind of hard to find anybody when I'm holed up in my workroom all day, I suppose.
They'll do it. Your mother had to drag your father out of his. But she was always a vivacious
that.
type. Alright. So, you got that. Gruff. I would like an animal handling check from you.
This is gonna backfire spectacularly. Just you watch.
Well, with that attitude.
I was not wrong. Number 6.
Okay. So, you're kind of doing okay with you and Whiskers. You notice your bond is at least deepening. Like, he seems to be understanding and responding to you, but he is not really, the training isn't going well. You haven't really been able to get him to follow commands much. He seems to be growing faster than a normal cat. He is a bit bigger now. Probably what's like a wiener dog we said before. So he's like a little bit longer and quite a bit like heavier. He's definitely putting on some more muscle.
Gotcha.
Um,
Alright, then just on one sunny afternoon, Ruff is gonna sit down with Carolyn.
Alright. If you want to try and have Carolyn help you out with some of that training, I'll let you do another roll with advantage.
Alright. So, one more roll, but this time I get advantage?
Yes.
Alright. That's better. 17 or 6 again. Fuck you, number 6.
The devil's number. So, alright, so you seem to be getting better with Wizards getting to listen to you in general, and you've gotten some basics on excuse me. Some basics like on sort of like the sort of training you'll need as like a companion. Like you've gotten him to, things like stock. Like you can get him to
I'm
like
just
slow
imagining Ruff
down
going
and
through this process with
yeah.
bandages all over his arms and chest.
Oh,
and
of
surrounded
course.
By those tendrils.
Yeah. And just teaching him to like kind of stealth around and hide and like other little things, basic stuff you've gotten him to do that you're working on. And as like your bond is deepening, like you see like he definitely seems to like understand your words. And very expressive through his meows.
Perfect.
He is a very sassy cat.
Yeah. I can imagine that Gruff does his best to keep him away from other neighborhood pets, and every now and then he gets like a chewed up half of somebody's like dog or cat dropped off on his porch if he
Oh, definitely.
Whiskers escapes from the house.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oda. Frankie is gonna show up to your place. Okay, boss. You there?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, boss. I heard back both from Johnny and from the thief kid. He's taken some, like, fancy name, the Shadow Cloak. I don't know. But things seem to be working out pretty good with them. Johnny was able to get him some good stuff. The kids pulled a couple jobs. Apparently, it's going well. Um, they're both pretty grateful for you to introducing them. Johnny says he'll give you access to his good stock, like the stuff in the back, like even like more than his regular like black market stuff. Like he's got like some special things. And the Shadow Cloak kid, he says he'll do one job for you in the future.
Find out all these favors.
Anything else you want me to work on? You want me to look for more investments or anything in particular?
We're gonna need three things if we're gonna pull this off: intelligence, capital, and men.
Probably women would work too.
You know, common isn't my first language, man.
Not mine either. Did we lose
Fair enough.
somebody?
See what see what you can find intelligence-wise about the higher-ups on the totem pole in this city. See what you can find: schedules, names, home addresses.
Just like,
Dig up.
alright, I'll get some files together on like the local powers. I'll get to work on that.
Step one of the plan will be happening soon.
Alright,
Assuming we can get this intelligence.
alright, cool boss. I'll get working on that. Alright, and he takes off. So, where do y'all think that you would have set up for Fox to first meet the party?
I mean, at the bar, of course. That's kind of our de facto headquarters at this
Alright,
The bar or the brothel, those are apparently
Yeah.
the only two places we meet.
well, there's the brothel and the guild hall.
I was gonna say maybe the guild hall, so we look at least at.
And you went to that diner once. You went to that diner once.
We went to the diner once, but like that was like after a thing. Like we went downstairs and then came back up and we're like, all right, we'll go to the diner.
And plus, we'd probably need to run this by the little. I forget the name of the lady who's kind of in charge of the guild hall.
Chris.
Mom.
Or, I think we've been there.
Oh, guild hall, Ma.
The squad.
Yeah. You like have to do some paperwork, but you can say like that can just be done in the background. Fox and Cam would be doing a lot of that basically. They'd be both putting in for a transfer.
That means this Cam is doing all of it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sign here, here, here. That's all you have to do, I swear.
And
You decided upon meeting zone then?
yeah, I think it was the Hallows End brothel in Oda's tiny little back room.
Oh dear.
I mean, again, you guys can rent your own building or buy a building at this point.
Yeah. Wisteria wants to buy a house. Sometime soon.
A full-on like house.
Yeah. Probably.
And Gruff is on the
Get
lookout
out of-
for rental properties near Hallows End.
All right.
It's now, especially now that her dad is getting even better. She's like, we don't need to be in Garmore's house anymore.
All right. That's fair. Gruff, you could probably easily find something in for poor in like the local area in either the here in the Artist Farthing or Brook Farthing. Or you could probably go one up to Modest.
Yeah, Gruff would be looking to buy like maybe I don't know if they look like row homes in Baltimore or whatever, but like a five apartment complex or something like that, something on the small side.
Something like that you could probably get for like $250.
Ooh, that's rough. Cause rent collections from something like that would only probably be.
Oh wait, yeah, it's gotta make sense because like
It would be hard to break even. So
yeah, 5. What would you get for rent? It's like 1 GP per month.
Yeah, you know what? Screw that. Gruff's gonna look for like a little 2 bedroom or something like that.
I mean, I can adjust it if my math is wrong. It would be done so you could make a profit. Like I'm just bad at math is part of the thing.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, and the scale of money is a little bit crazy, but you know what? He'll just look for like a little 2 bedroom with a yard to rent in the area.
All right.
High crime, low crime area, doesn't matter to him. He's got whiskers.
All right. You can get like a Modest for like let's go for like 5 GP a month.
5 GP. Okay.
Yeah, you've got a bit more space and it's a bit better off than the last place you got.
And he's not gonna have his landlord checking in every time somebody's pet goes missing or something like that. So he's kind of sick of all the extra attention. So he moves into like a little area close to the Hallows End, so he can, it's just not so much trouble to get Carolyn over.
All right. So Gruff's got a house now. Wisteria, if you're going for the long term with your father recovering, I assume you're looking for some kind of like shop front home thing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably including, let's see, where were you before? Scholars Farthing?
Yeah.
Alright. If to get that with the shop and the like equipment you'd need, if you wanted to get like, if you wanted to just get passable equipment, I'd do like 400. No, I'd do like 300 for passable equipment and like 450 for like state of the art best stuff you can get.
The medicine gold earlier. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Barely bought anything.
Yeah, I know you haven't spent a lot of money, and
Yeah.
once you've got that set up, you can now have one upgrade in Athena, which is one permanent diffusion that you cannot change but does not count against your others.
Okay. So like it basically like I put an extra infusion on her.
On
instead?
Athena, yeah.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna do the 450, the higher end stuff. Oh, well, I'm in here. Second infusions.
Okay, so and Wisteria has a storefront. And there's also Hallows End. Oda, you want to do any real estate?
No.
Okay. Y'all
You
still.
have to understand, this man will probably still be living out of the back of the brothel when he's crime lord of half the city.
Fair enough.
He likes it there. This is his place now. He lives here now.
Alright, you're still meeting all in Hallows End, though?
Yeah.
Alright.
Suppose.
Oda insists. Alright. So you guys are all sitting around the table.
Still say we should have met at the guild hall for first impressions. Never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Yes, but I feel like we should do the other stuff first.
Oh, Cam did say that. Who? Remind me the name again.
Us.
Fox.
Cam did say that Fox was maybe a little bit more willing to accept Oda's plans than Cam was. So
Yeah, but
Alright.
we still have to talk about it. Do you want to talk about that in the guild hall, or do you want to talk about it here where no one gives a shit?
it's true. All right.
Alright.
Before we let her in on anything, she needs to take a few trips down to the caverns with us. I want to see if she's worth the weapons she's carrying.
Fox, you walk up to a shabby looking brothel on the west end of east side of town.
There's kind of a sigh as they step in.
You see kind of an older gray-haired woman, looks like she was probably very attractive years ago, and she sees you, looks you up and down, and just kind of points in a direction. He's that way.
Thank you.
Can tell by the look.
That's
Love
Chris.
it.
Thank you very much. And like they head over to Oda's room, just knock on the door.
Oh, hey, come in.
They come in and they look and they go, "Oh, good. I was really worried for a minute that that was a microaggression." My
Is
name is Fox, and they hold a hand out to Oda, or at least they hold their hand out to Oda because they've at least had Oda describe it to them.
Oda Nobunaga, and he takes the handshake. You're shorter than I expected.
I don't know what you expected. Most of our family is incredibly short.
Cam was not that tall either, guys.
Cam is only 3 inches taller than me. So, I've been told that you guys are up to no good, we'll say.
We're up to the greater good.
You guys, do you know who the rest of we guys are?
I have been told.
I am Murag Ap Grufford.
Yes, you are the son that the guards talk about.
Which guards?
There are some guards who gossip more than they should. And if there's anything that I know, it's that you were disgraced by their idea of that. They won't say it to your face, of course.
Oh, Oda here knows how I feel about tongues.
You gotta lay off of the tongue
I
thing.
really do.
The tongue thing was weird the first time. The 40th time, I'm ready to call the police.
And you must be Wisteria.
Yes.
I don't know much about you. I never went to college like everyone else did.
Well,
This is the smart one.
I don't think these guys went either.
Do you have your license from the guild?
They reach into a pouch and they produce their license. And
times have you been down there?
Once for the test. I'm very fresh-faced, but I've had my fair share of fights.
Related statement. How skilled at slash okay are you with just murder, just killing other human beings?
Very.
All right.
That.
Just because I never
That was a
wanted
little
to.
blunt.
We killed people, Gruff.
I'll be honest with you, I was never much for going.
We killed that dwarf covered in his own shit like a month ago.
Yeah, but that was
Only
that
because
was
he in the caverns.
that was out of pity, honestly, and he
You
wasn't
were the
tagging
hall
us.
for a party.
I've never been one for the caverns, but I'm more than willing to take on the cuddle if I have to.
Dwarves are always a
Quite
means to an end for me
lucrative.
anyway.
I've heard such. But
Well,
on the other hand, staying up here means I don't have to deal with the possibility of getting trapped or lost down there. If my party happens to decide they don't like me. And there are a lot of people who leave a lot of things laying around, and you know how to open locks.
speaking about means to an end, we do have an end, and the deadline is quickly approaching. We need to perform admirably in this tournament, preferably win it, or else many of the other ends that depend on that means will be kaput. And so my thought is, we need to bring Fresh Face down here, get a little bit more combat experience, and down in those caverns sooner rather than later.
Alright, I'm more than up for the task.
Indeed. Seeing what you can do up close is probably a better idea than anything else right now.
Call it a practical second interview.
I'm not gonna know what I can have you do if I don't know what you can do.
Alright then. Are we going today?
May as well. Whiskers is being well taken care of.
Good. Then we have no time to waste.
He's gonna whisper to Wisteria.
Stature's a little small, but I like the attitude in this one.
I think your stature is just very large, and everyone is small to me.
This one's different.
What the Cam? Yes.
I think her blood runs a few degrees colder.
Ain't just that. The way they stand, the way they talk. There's a person who's definitely killed before. And not just in the caverns either.
Well, let's see if she's any good at it.
They just admitted only being to the caverns once.
Alright.
And feel free to point out any of those loose-lipped guards. Will not have my reputation spoiled by a few.
Tongues.
Most of them don't even swing their swords. They just throw a corpse over to the side of the wall for a small bribe and call it a day.
Are we going to sit here and talk, or are we going to go?
And let's go all the way across town.
Alright. So y'all get on the
To
trolley.
the set of caverns that the GM definitely had prepared for today.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, yes. So y'all take the trolley. Everyone give me dexterity checks.
What, that we don't fall off the trolley?
Dexterity check or dexterity saves?
Checks.
21. I get to get on the bus.
Bastard.
20.
I clicked mine, it hasn't rolled yet.
Yeah, same.
I guess I'm powerful
there it
enough
is.
to handle
That's fine.
Underdark mode.
I've got 6.
I turned the Underdark mode off, and I'm running fine.
Alright.
I'm gonna refresh, hold on.
Alright.
That's a good idea. It's probably because like I turned on Underdark mode while I was already on the page and haven't refreshed. So. But anyways, I got 6.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button, no wonder.
That would do it.
11.
Alright. So everyone but Wisteria manages to get a seat.
Oh. Well, I'd like to think that she is nice and
She's the only one
offers up
under
her seat.
10. Alright.
I'd let you have my seat, but I tend to bump my head. The ceilings in this place are a bit low.
Yeah.
So, you take the trolley down into Rosebell. And you see Johnson's partner, who is a halfling man by the name of Deepburrow, or is it Officer Deepburrow? There again, or Johnson's old partner, because Johnson has mysteriously disappeared.
I wonder what happened to him. Looks like Gruff.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, changing the way the party makeup up a bit, huh?
Yes,
Hey,
what's
I
his name?
Greenboro.
Okay. Officer Greenboro, is it?
Yeah.
Be nice.
Well, Gruff's gonna walk up to Greenboro, like within a foot, so Greenboro what would be like thigh height, and then kneel down so his size is just kind of impressed upon Greenboro, and just ask,
Now, tell me honestly, brother, have you heard other guards running their mouths about my exit from the Corps?
Buddy, I don't even know who you are.
Let's go into the caverns, Gruff.
This guy's a rookie. But I did see your other friend, the metal guy. He came in a couple, like last week when went down there. I haven't seen him come up.
Oh, is he okay? How did he look?
I don't know.
Right? He's been taking care of himself?
He didn't really talk. I mean, he went down there. I don't know what's happened since then.
Okay, well,
That is actually the point. I haven't seen my
Yeah.
keep an eye.
Whatever his name is, he's the metal guy. He's down there somewhere, and he hasn't come up in a week, so... Yeah.
Greenboro, among friends and brothers of the city guard, you keep an eye out for him, and if he emerges, come to me first. I
I'd
will
say,
be sure to compensate you well for whatever troubles that you may have.
okay, but after a week, that's usually when people give up. But, alright.
It is, but I mean, he's not one to starve to death. I don't think that's even possible for him.
Yeah.
Alright. So he looks over all your licenses again. And he lets you all down into the caverns. And as you're descending, it's this very like dark gray brick material, like almost like concrete or just like chiseled stone. You're going down the
well lit?
stairs. Yeah, we're going with torches for this one this time.
what, there are torches on the wall, or are you
Yeah,
saying
the-
necessary?
there are torches on the wall and stuff as you're going down the stairs.
Okay.
And
Actually, I'm gonna actually make these night vision goggles to keep them forgetting.
all right, and there. Did I move you guys? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you're here on this staircase. This poorly drawn staircase, because I've got my own poorly drawn map for tonight. And there is a door. It's a heavy wooden door. It's got a handle.
Alright.
I guess the first question is it locked?
Is there anything on the other side?
Gruff is going to.
It is not
You said
locked.
It's got a handle. It's a handle. It's not a knob. So is the door locked?
It is not locked.
Gruff is going to stealthily try to open it.
Okie doke, roll the stealth check.
Oh, ye of little faith. Okay, I got a 10, so not great, but not terrible.
Yeah.
There's a long hallway with another door at the end of it.
Alright. Gruff is going to creep up through the hallway. And while he's doing that, he's gonna take his halberd out and kind of start pressing on floor tiles ahead of him to try to flush for traps.
Okay, when you touch on... Hold on. I hit the wrong thing. This one right here. And let me check. No, you are okay if you're not standing on it. So a bunch of darts shoot through the wall here as you press down on that.
Whoa.
And you were testing.
Yes. Let's see if it does it again.
And he's gonna hit it again to see if it was like a one-time load or if there are multiple dart.
You hear a ka-chunk, like it's trying to... The firing mechanism is going, but there's nothing there. You just hear the chick.
Gotcha. Hey, Fox. Fox. Now might be a terrible time to ask, but what do you know about healing wounds and providing first aid and that sort of thing?
It's just kind of like claps hands together, looks at you, and just says, "Do I look like the kind of person who does anything other than cause wounds?"
I just rolled
You
my
all
eyes.
look like a presumptive kind of person. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. Jeez.
Standing on the other side of Fox, I just roll my eyes.
Always forgets Wisteria can heal.
It's because in combat, she didn't do it most of the time. Most of the time, it was left up to our robot friend.
He always got to it before me.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna check this door.
And he is going to quietly grasp the knob and see if it's locked.
This one is unlocked.
Alright. So he is going to again try to stealthily open it.
Alright, give me the stealth roll.
Too easy. 2 unlocked doors back to back.
18. This one's sneaky.
Alright. So you walk into this room, and sitting in the center of this room is this huge orc.
It's Green Garage.
He is probably, you can't tell his exact height because he's sitting down, but he is probably, I'm just going to tell you, he's 7 feet tall and 500 pounds of muscle. He's wearing a pair of black pants and black boots. He has got a series of like leather straps and harnesses with a bunch of satchels and flasks attached to him, but the flasks are mostly like up his upper shoulders and almost his back. And if you look behind him, there's a strange little basket strapped to his back as well. And there
I didn't wake up today thinking we'd be fighting Leather Daddy Garage.
there are 4 gnolls who are sitting around. Well, it's like he's got like bandoliers strapped to him, like he's got just a bunch of like satchels and flasks and gear and stuff strapped to him. He is surrounded by 4 gnolls. They have no cuts on them, but their necks and spines are all at strange angles. And he is currently just sitting there, cross-legged, with a piece of paper and a piece of charcoal, and he's just sketching.
Oh fuck.
I
This
love
is so intimidating.
I gotcha.
What?
Gruff?
This is so fucking cursed.
He's my son now.
Oh my god.
It's kind of a common occurrence between us.
to step in, and he's going to try to appear purposeful, no stealth whatsoever, and he's going to say in Orcish,
What are you drawing?
He looks up and says, "Hi, I'm drawing Kitty."
Hi,
And he flips the sketch pad around, and there is a very fluffy looking cat that has two very unique features, one being that its tail is kind of feathery and almost rudder looking, and two, that it has wings. Kitty got separated from Cuddles when fell in here. Have you seen Kitty? Cuddles lost.
seen Kitty, but I will be happy to help you look for Kitty. Let's go.
Kitty said Cuddles supposed to stay put if Cuddles lost, so Kitty can find him, and Cuddles is good boy.
I understand. Would you like help looking for Kitty?
If you see Kitty, tell her where Cuddles is.
Okay.
and Gruff's going to search around the room for any loot.
It's pretty much a blank room. Actually, I'll give you a little bit. I'm gonna roll up loot later, but you find like some basic stuff.
Gotcha. Gruff is going to cautiously cross the room and check this door. Is this door locked?
That door is locked.
Okay. He's also going to cautiously cross the room over here and check that door. Is that door locked?
That door is unlocked.
Fox,
Okay. Does that door have a lock on it?
Fox is going to cautiously step into.
And
No,
Gruff
it
is
does
going
not.
To give her like a waving palm, like "Dut, dut, dut, go back, go back."
Cuddles looks at Fox and waves. Hi, I Cuddles.
Fox is going to respond in Orcish. Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Anyone here doesn't speak Orcish.
He tilts his head and looks confused at you.
As does Gruff.
Well, okay then.
Gruff is going to open this door in front of Cuddles.
All right. You
Full of mustard.
find a short hallway with a door at the end.
And Cuddles, do you hear that meowing?
What?
I hear Kitty. He's in that room across there. I think Kitty needs your help.
Kitty, not a he. You lie to Cuddles?
No,
Gruff, did you just kill us all? Did we just TPK because Gruff's a dickhead?
I apologize for being
Fingering the
insensitive.
cat. Gosh.
Oh.
I said she, not he. She.
Oh, Cuddles, Gruff, you are saved by the secret DM roll.
Oh god.
So, the door over here, there is a click from this locked door, and it opens, and in walks a cat, as drawn, with wings and a long tail, and she looks over and shouts, "Cuddles!" and runs, jumps into his arms, and he embraces her. And she looks up at you and says, "Who are these people?" "They what? No friends. They talking to Cuddles." What is this place? Where are we? And she's addressing the rest of you at this point.
Oh, you're just in the caverns. You must be new here. Welcome.
Yeah, we we were in a cavern, a cave, I suppose it would be. We were exploring with the rest of our party, and I was riding on Cuddle's back as I normally do, and the stairs fell, and we both fell into this big hole, and I fell out of my basket, and the next thing I remember, I was here.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Wait 1 minute. Do you know what the city is?
N-
Over
no?
here, and Gruff's gonna speak Orcish. This is Oda. To Cuddles.
Cuddles has been speaking in common this whole time.
Oh, has he?
Yes. He just kind of offered what he was drawing because he's friendly. But he does not speak Orcish.
But did you know there's a city up top? That's where we came from.
No. The just one? Like, what is this place? Are we still in Elias? Are we on a different continent? Like,
You know, I think you guys should go up that stair and take a look. There's a big wide world to be explored, and there's even a little half man at the gate to greet you.
Yeah. What happened is that this place we're in seems to be taking people from all walks of life and every plane you can think of and dropping them here with no way back.
well, at least we're still together. And she
My advice, Miss Kitty, is that maybe you should go before Cuddles. The little half man scares easy.
Marana is my name. Cuddles isn't good at pronouncing it.
Oh. Well, nice to meet you, Marana.
I'd recommend getting out of these dungeons as fast as you can. Take that staircase up there. These places are known to change from shit without warning. The sooner you can get out of here, the better. You don't want to end up trapped down here.
Alright, she climbs in her basket, so she's kind of, and now she's actually like standing two-legged where her head is kind of poking up behind his. Now, come on, Cuddles, let's go find out what we have for us here. And he says, okay. And they trudge up the stairs there.
I love them so much.
Yes.
Well, we're the city guard's problem now.
And Gruff's gonna start checking for loot.
Wait, you already checked.
Yeah.
The next room. I guess the next room is already. This door is.
Well,
This
I
is
think
a
it's
hallway.
he said that there was stuff in there. I would just probably make myself busy stuffing it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, while other people are deciding what to do.
Yeah, but Marana came through this door, right?
Yep, she unlocked
Still
it.
open.
Yeah, she unlocked it.
Talented cat.
Yes.
I am so
Little more
glad
than
that I
that.
did not attack Cuddles.
What a touching reunion, and it's such a strange place to have.
It is.
Alright,
Both
Gruff is gonna assume that Marana came from a safe place and just pop through this door.
Alright. Hallway!
Alright.
More hallway!
We now have 3 doors.
Yep.
Lots of doors. Not a lot of goodies yet.
Is this the door right here?
Hallway.
Yes.
Alright, Gruff's gonna try the knob and see if it's locked as well.
That one is unlocked.
Alright, we're gonna try a stealthy open again.
Okay, give me the roll.
That was amazing. There must be like some seriously rusty ass hinges on that thing I rolled before.
Okay. So you open this door, and you see kind of a. Oh, that was the wrong thing. A den-like living space. There's a lot of straw. There's kind of a little bit of a fireplace and some strewn bones. And there are 5 kobolds who were asleep on these straw mats over here and are now waking up and grabbing their weapons. Everyone roll initiative.
Those are the shittiest dragons I've ever seen.
All right, and as he's stepping in to take point, and Gruff's gonna just say, "Kobolds, you're outmatched. We just want your stuff. Put your weapons down and walk away with your lives."
Give me an intimidate.
All right.
Are you speaking? What are you speaking?
Just common. Rolled 11.
Okay. You didn't get high enough for your message to get through just by body language. The common tongue around here is undercommon. It's usually what they know, and these guys also speak Draconic. Oh, what did I do with my screen there? So they kind of don't react.
Yeah, Gruff's probably just got his halberd like resting across his back, like, oh, these are just kobolds. Goblins' ugly cousins.
Shitty dragons.
Yep. Okay, I rolled 13.
Okie doke.
Fox rolled a 20.
That's 6.
Stupid paper thing. Okay, Fox got a 20. Gruff got an 18. Wisteria, what did you get again?
6.
Alright. And here we go. Okay. Alright, Fox, we're gonna start with your turn.
Alright. Up to this doorway. And I can't sneak attack. Well, we're still gonna fucking shoot. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll go for this guy.
hold up. Okay, that is gonna be a hit.
6. Rolled a 1 on that damage roll.
Okie doke.
I hit the shot, but
Yeah, I'm kind of getting some stuff ready in the back here.
okay.
So. Alright, so after Fox, that is one of the kobolds' turn. this, or this guy right here. It looks like he has the biggest and fluffiest pile of straw.
Which guy?
Is it? No, I didn't want to move the straw. Over there. He is going to move up here. And he is going to fling a shield at Gruff, the big tough looking guy over there.
Shield at me?
Spear.
Oh,
Oh, up
I
here.
heard. I
I
heard
think
shield
you
too.
definitely said shield.
I'm sorry. He does have a shield, but he is also throwing a spear. He's got a couple different ones strapped to him. So, alright, he
And it
is.
sounded like you said beer, and I was imagining a drink flying at.
Alright, so. And he rolls miserably. And that spear misses you, but he draws another one from his back. But he's just kind of going to stand at the ready at that point. And with that, that's going to be your turn, Gruff.
Really?
Yes.
Alright. Gruff is going to approach this guy. And he is going to swing recklessly with his halberd. That is gonna be good for shit. Where are my actions? Oh, there. $14 to hit.
Alright, on this guy.
Yep.
Alright, he actually manages to block your attack with his shield and knock it off. That is a miss for that one. Just barely.
Gotcha.
Okay. Anything else for you?
Yeah, Gruff is going to take a step back to there, right there, to hold point for the rest of the group, and that's where he's going to stay.
Okay. So now it is the kobold's turn. So first this one, who's taking a little bit of damage. Or the other kobolds, the not leader kobolds. Yeah, he's taking about half damage at this point. Is it again with the straw?
You put the straw on top.
He's going to approach Gruff with a little short sword.
Alright, when he hits 10 feet, and this is actually pretty critical,
Yep.
Gruff is going to swing recklessly again with his opportunity attack.
Okay.
$13 to hit.
That's a hit on that guy.
Alright, so now because Gruff has the sentinel feat, this guy can no longer move.
Alright, did you not do any damage?
Oh, I did do damage. I was just pointing that out first, but his damage is.
Depending on the
Gosh, guys
damage.
do not like me tonight. 4.
Alright.
4 damage.
Alright, he cannot move, but he is still up. He is looking badly beaten, however. But his fellows are going to just cautiously move forward. And they're going to draw slings.
what?
Slings.
Oh, slings. Okay.
Alright. And all three of them are gonna try and fire those at Gruff. And you just reckless attack, so does everyone get advantage?
All three of them get advantage. It's true.
Alright. Alright, that's 1 hit. 2 hit. 3 hit.
Oh, damn.
Alright. And so they all do a d4 plus 2. Alright, that is gonna be a total of 14 damage to you. Half to 7.
No, I'm not raging.
Oh! Oh, no, you're not. You haven't said it yet. Yeah, so that's 14 damage. You just get pelted with a bunch of
Right through
sticks.
these guys. So yeah, I didn't rage.
You get pelted with a bunch of stones.
Ow! You son of a ow!
And that is gonna make it Otis' turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move in. Which one of these is the most important looking?
This one right here. Let me put a special marker on him so we can tell.
Alright, roll for gun. Alright, that's a 19 on gun.
All the special
Buff
markers.
as fuck.
Yeah. This one with these things across, he's the special kobold.
Couldn't tell.
Alright, I rolled a 19 to hit.
Alright, on which one?
The
The big guy?
looking one.
Alright, that's a hit.
Alright, gonna be 12 damage, and I'm going to spend a superiority die on a menacing attack, so I'm gonna add a d8's worth of damage.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 20 total damage, and he needs a wisdom save.
Alright, his wisdom. Ooh, it's -1. That's a 16.
He makes it. Man, I never get the secondary effects of these attacks. It's literally just add a d8 to the damage.
You have bloodied him, however. That hit got him, like, bad. I'm gonna say you hit his shield, but the sheer force of it, like, destroys the shield and fucks up his shield arm that he has to drop the shield. Alright. And that's Wisteria and her owl friend. Athena, I choose you.
Awesome. Well, guess with her on my shoulder, I'm gonna run in here. And seeing, 'cause I guess having heard, I wouldn't have seen Gruff get hit, but I heard Gruff get hit. I'm gonna cure wounds on him. Ooh. 7 points of healing.
Gruff's gonna put a hand up to the golf ball sized lump sticking out of his forehead and feel it shrink back down a little bit.
You're looking a little better now.
Feeling a little better.
And then I'm gonna basically sick Athena on this guy. Which I can now do it
Alright.
like this. Force empowered rend.
17 hits. Wait, no, that wasn't you. Oh, you got a 5? Yeah, that's a miss.
Oh, yeah, no, nat 1.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Alright, and And that brings us back up to Fox.
Let's see. This boy's still up?
Yes.
Alright. Let's see. Okay. This one's engaged with the owl, right? So is
Yes.
this one technically?
Congratulations to them.
It's supposed to be within 5 feet of
I suppose, yeah. It's still within 5 feet. And he was fighting Gruff.
Yeah. Enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That, okay, that's
Yeah.
Alright.
That'll work.
Oh my god, I won. It's an 8, so it's gonna miss, I know that much. But I was going for this boy.
Alright, that is a miss. The boy is looking very bad and cannot even move.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna shift you to a slightly better position then. And, go ahead.
Alright, that is Boss Kobold. And he's just gonna attack this owl thing directly in front of him. And this guy's within 5 feet, so that gives him pack tactics. So he is rolling with advantage here. 13 is the higher roll. That hits her.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh.
Sorry, she has deflect attack, and I was like, wait, what is this? But it's not against her.
2 damage.
Which guy was it attacking, the boss or the?
The boss is it's the boss's turn. He is attacking Athena. He did 2 damage to her. And with his multi-attack, he is going to let's see, what's his angles looking at? Can't get her. Alright, he's gonna fling a spear at Fox. Yeah.
So the deflect attack is actually, it will be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, if he had advantage, that just makes it a regular, right? Just cancel it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had pack tactics active.
Ah, got it.
Alright. So, rolling on Fox.
Before, so.
That's a 12.
That doesn't hit.
Alright. So he flings another spear. And Fox elegantly ducks beneath it. And he draws a sword from his back. And that would be Gruff's turn.
Alright. So Gruff's gonna pump his rage juice in. And then he is going to attack recklessly at this kobold standing straight in front of him with the express purpose of decapitating the bastard. Let's see how that goes.
That's a hit on that guy.
Alright. So damage is going to be 12 damage.
He is dead. He is very dead. His head just goes flop.
Alright.
Capitation complete.
Where'd the head end up?
Roll a d4 for cardinal directions. 1 is up, 4 is down, 2 and 3 are left and right. 4? Alright, so it goes this way.
Oh, okay.
Bounces off of Athena.
Oh.
She shrieks.
So, yeah, Gruff can't reach it. So he's going to instead that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Alright, now it is going to be the other kobolds.
The triplets.
Yep, the kobold mooks. So they are going to shift position behind their leader, all still with their slings out. This one is going to fire at Wisteria. Pack tactics, still active. An 11 Wisteria. Does that hit you?
Does not hit me.
I did not expect it to. Alright, and the other two are going to fire at Gruff. And they both miss. So, stones just going everywhere. And that brings us to Oda's turn.
That guy is still standing, so roll for gun.
Okay.
It's a 25 on gun.
That's a hit.
Gun damage is 15.
Okay, he is looking very badly hurt.
I could add a superiority dice, but nah. I'll leave it up to you guys.
There's- Yeah.
With that last one. The last disappointment.
Alright, and after Oda, it is Wisteria, who also has gun.
I do have gun. But, well, Gruff got hit before, but he's looking okay now, right?
Um,
Looks okay.
Gruff, how healed up did she get you?
Within acceptable parameters, put it that way.
Alright.
Alright. And I'm gonna roll for gun as well. Oh, I suppose I should say that I'm aiming at big guy here.
Okay.
If it'll load. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yay. Eight damage.
Wisteria, finish him.
Yes. I just, after having healed, Gruff and sent, Athena after him, I pull my gun from its holster at my hip and take aim and just fire.
Pop him right in the melon.
Yep.
Whoa! When the hell did you get a gun?
She had it last time. She had it at the Rusty Hook fight.
Did.
I didn't notice.
Oh, are you
Nice.
right, professional?
Alright, Wisteria.
Bastard! I deserve the gun. Why the hell does someone like you have a gun? What do you need a gun for?
Maybe
I
she
was
isn't even
impressed
back
by
for
yours. I was impressed by yours, so I made one for myself. Anyways, Athena, get up. I'm gonna attack that.
Alright.
Athena.
Athena, you're swift.
A little better. Still not great.
Alright, what's that to hit?
A 9.
Alright, the 9 is a miss.
Alright.
But Wisteria, give me charisma plus proficiency. They all throw down their weapons, start chittering, and kind of like start basically bowing, where like their snouts are touching the ground.
What? Oh.
I guess you win.
I guess we win.
Yeah, Gruff isn't okay with that. He's still pretty pissed.
I mean, you're in a range. You're up to do whatever you want. Fox does get a turn before you do if Fox was going to do something, but they're the only one who can move fast enough to stop you if stopping is anyone's plan.
No, Fox is gonna sit back and see what happens.
Okay. Have at it, Gruff.
Yeah, Gruff's gonna march toward them and say,
I told you to put down your weapons. I told you to leave us alone. And now?
and he's just gonna start swinging his halberd at this one in the middle.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Oop, that's damage. And now I have to wait for the. Damn it.
I'm mostly just seeing if you crit for this.
Okay, his high roll is a 17.
Alright, you hit him. Give me some damage and give me double damage because he's just sitting there bowing. It's really easy to get at some kind of, critical juncture.
26.
Alright. Death.
Yeah, he just swings his halberd down on his arched back so hard that the blade goes through his back and out his chest.
Okay, these two freak out and start cowering over here.
I think we're good, Gruff. I think we can just take their shit and leave.
Yeah.
If I see either of you two move, I will fillet the skin off your bones.
And they're nodding vigorously while they're making whatever those noises are.
Alright. Gruff's gonna start brusquely moving to the task of like policing and shoving stuff into the bag of holding.
Alright, so you guys start gathering loot for this room, and I think we're gonna call it here, because we're pretty close to the end, and we're probably gonna have a little post-episode discussion, because we're changing things around. So we'll pick up next time already in here in the caverns. And some things did move a little quicker than I was expecting them to. So, and I had to move around my plans for this evening as well because of changes in party. But thank you everyone for joining us on Secrets of the City. I hope you all had a wonderful night with us tonight. And we hope to see you again next week. So thank you and good night.